Could you tell us a little bit about what marketing support you provide? Because one of the biggest concerns franchisees often have is how they find business. So could you give me a little bit of an idea about how Hub supports the marketing sort of messages?
Yeah, sure. So the early part of the business, then that is part of the initial setup, is we will support you with your marketing strategy. So we will have a specialist that will support you with looking at what you'll be doing in day one, week one, month one, and so on. As part of your package, you will also get support with being introduced to a PR agency that can support you with a PR launch in your local area. So that could be newspaper articles, it could be a radio interview, anything like that they can support you with. We will also introduce you to a digital agency that will be able to support you with this is particularly important in the early days when you're very new to the area and nobody knows you're there yet. Most of us Google everything now, so they can support with Google Ads, and we will actually fund that for the first 3 months. So that really gets you out there. So you've got the PR agency on the ground, you've got the digital agency that's online supporting you there as well. Now, everything that goes along with that is all of the information and leaflets and everything else that you might need in the early days and ongoing with your business. But for your first sort of setup, we will provide that for you. And then ongoing, you have access to leaflet designs, social media posts. I'm trying to think of everything else. We've got all sorts of branded things that you can use, whether that be articles that you could put into local magazines. So we've done one on dementia, we've done one on loneliness, companionship, that kind of stuff. And that is continually being added to.
Mm.
We also meet on a monthly basis, regardless of how long the franchisee has been operating, and we all get together monthly over Zoom with our marketing specialists again, and we look at the month ahead. What are we looking for? What is our focus that month? Just so, because we're all after the same thing. So it's really what we do. It's about letting people know we're here. It isn't a hard sell. It is, do you want to save money on your care?
Mm.
Yes. Do you want to choose your carer? Yes. Do you want consistency? Yes. You know, all of these things. And it's not never a sales pitch when you go out there. It's about sharing what we do. And then the calls will come in. The more referrals you get, the more those people will tell their family and friends. And slowly but surely, we do not want to rely on Google Ads forever. But in the early days of the business, you need that because people need to know you're there. And then slowly but surely, word of mouth really kicks in. And then that is where, you know, the referrals will start to come in that way.
And is the marketing message done in the same way for finding personal assistants as well?
Yes, exactly the same. We tend to use Facebook a lot for looking for PAs. The demographic of those on Facebook is actually the PA that we're looking for. And actually that works really, really well. We have a way of being able to do monthly Zoom welcome to the hubs, where people that are interested in becoming a personal assistant can come on to, and that's something which we can share with franchisees so they can run that themselves, or we may do it centrally now and again and people can jump on and share that within their own social media. Yeah, and that really works very well. We have referral schemes where other PAs can refer friends, you know, so we've really got that covered. But as we've said in the other questions, recruiting the PA is really quite a refreshing and enjoyable experience, because we're not fishing from the same pond as everybody else, the agencies, the residential homes. We are fishing from a much bigger pond, and we can attract those that wouldn't normally want to work within care because they didn't think they could afford it. Also, there's a lot of people that there's certain areas of care that they don't want to do. Okay, so that could be domestic support, that could be personal care. And that's stopped them from going to an agency or residential home, because they won't actually have a choice. It will be what's given to them on their rota. But actually, once they register with us, they will choose what they come forward for. So if they only want to do companionship, or they only want to do personal care, then they can actually put themselves forward for that, and not for the areas that they don't want to do. So it makes it really, really attractive for people.